All right, look, I don't know how the hell this shit is actually legal. All right, but listen to this, okay? There was a protest in the city. I heard that on the news, but check this. At the morning time, there was an ICE protest. You gotta hear this. Listen to this. You never hear this, okay? There's an ICE protest. I think it's the same protest that I heard on my way coming back home on the radio. I don't know if it's the same because this is pretty large. I think it's probably the same protest. There was a protest on Times Square, okay? And all of them, really most of them, or all of them are like underage, okay? And these are most likely, I'm not gonna say kindergarten, but these are middle school girls. All of the middle school girls came in. There was the entire, I think it was like a population of the entire school, or probably two school combined like that. They came in on the Times Square, and it was crazy. It was about the ICE protest. And then check this, who were on the protest? There was Korean girl, like the K-town, Chinatown, K-town. You see all these Gen Z looking girls. They were there. There's Gen Z. I was like, yo, what are you guys? I'm like, yo, what is this? Then I realized it's probably the school. It's probably a school organization. It's probably a school. Yo, how in the world this much young girls and boys are involved? And let me tell you, most of them was most of them were girls. They were female. Most of them were female. I didn't see, there was few dude there. They were kind of being a little extra loud and holding the sign like top. I didn't see too many dudes there. Most of them were girls, and they were loud. And this is the funny part. I was in the middle, right? They were circling out one of the girl with the braids hair. She had like a colorful hair. Listen to this, making like, oh, we're not gonna, she was like loud, 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 and you came to my territory. Not so fast. So I went right at the middle on the circle. They were like making a TikTok out of there because they're gonna have to amplify this thing. I went right at the middle, and they were like, I think everybody was recording. I was right in the center, so they're on the circling and I'm right in the center, and I go at the middle. Guess what? I love Elmo. I just say that thing, all of those underages started laughing. They were like, yo, who is this dude? And they were recording. They were all laughing. I got the show. Really, I owned the show at that time. A lot of them really forgot the reason why they were here. They were actually having fun because I was actually at the center. I took, because look, the street performer, wherever they perform, I was right. They were over there crowding up. I went right at the middle. I'm like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, like that. And then guess what? I love Elmo. I love Bumblebee, like that. And yo, it was so, my enemy, my photographer, they saw me because, I'm the most dominant photographer on Times Square. I take 630 girls per night, okay? Photo shoots, by the way. Everybody, families and everybody. Um, then they left. Because I think the thing got a little disrupted, I think, when I started saying, hey, I like Mickey Mouse, I like Elmo, it was funny. And they were laughing too. They were laughing. Now, take this. When they were leaving, this Korean looking girl, she was cursing out. She was cursing. Like, they were recording, they were cursing. They were like, yo, fuck off. Okay, fuck off. Okay, it's not about you. It's about, ISIS doing this and that. A lot of them were agitator, if that's the word. Okay, they were agitator, they were screaming, and then one of the dude came really close to me. I think I got it on my body cam. I had to make my body cam like rolling 24-hour. Came right at the middle, cut me off like, oh, it's not about you. This is not fair. Minneapolis, da 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 da. I don't know if I caught that on my body cam, but one of the girl, there's a lot of them on the way they're leaving, they were cursing out. These are a whole bunch of agitator, and I think I was like, yo, where's the principal? Where's the teacher? I did not see them. I think they were hiding, or maybe they're in the corner. The person with the mic is not the teacher. It's one of those, another underage. She was like a dark skin, light skin looking girl who was there. But I was like, yo, who's the leader? They were outside the protest. They were not in the front. So I don't know how the hell this is legal. And by the way, this whole, the Ben Shapiro, Elias, and all that stuff. Oh my God, fucking scam likely. Hold on. the Ben Shapiro and this Charlie Clark and all that. I think these people need to be out from the school system for their speech. Okay, you should not be there. And what do you think? They're putting these underages. Now, so it came from college. Ben Shapiro, they do these speeches, and all these 100 other people, Jordan something, the Canadian dude, professors, they come from the college, then you went to high school, and then you got this, like, they got famous out of it. Now they have their podcast channel. Now you're going after the kindergarten girls. No, not the kindergarten, sorry, the middle school. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I don't know how, I know student is a huge thing, because in other country they have a student protest. And trust me, government versus a student. We have it too in Vietnam time. But now you're going after this middle school girl. What do you think this Gen Z gonna do after they become 18, 19? Let's go. Look at me. I'm so way ahead. They're all gonna bring that toward their friends, their circle, their family, their agitator, and their personal, even in their dating life. Okay, so I think whoever, I don't know why the school, I think that Charlie Clark and all of these people gotta get out from the school system. If there was a law, let's go me. I don't think there will be law, because I think the Congress lose something out of it. But if there is a law that no more political and social stuff inside the school campus, or if there will be the whole board gonna get investigated, and they're gonna get caught, and then they're gonna ticket the hell out of everybody, prosecute the leaders, whoever it is, because there was a Trump, what's it called, MLK or what? Something protest that was happening last year, and it was all retiree teachers. I saw we broke into one of these protests right at the middle. I made the video, I don't know. It was all retiree. It was a teachers from different countries, Idaho teachers, Tennessee teacher, Long Island teacher. They were on the thing. Most of them, like a woman with the white hair, they were on the protest. Now I see, I never seen a protest filled with underages. They were all doing their eyelash makeup, the children makeup. I'm like, yo, who are these people? And I looked around, like, yo, these are mostly females. They're all coming out. I'm like, yo, where are the dudes with the mask and everything? One or two. Okay, so let's go meet for making this thing. So this is what happened today. Today's was let me tell you, it is today, what day is it today? Today is Friday. Okay, January 30, the end of January, Friday, this happened. And I think this is the only protest that happened. There was a large number, so they all got paid somehow over. All right, like, wow, like